Hello, my name is Paige, and this is
Brie.
Yeah. So we have some scary stories or creepy stories that we're gonna tell, and we made a part 1 on Brie's channel, so I will link it down below and
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out because it's cool.
Equally as awkward as this video.
We're cool, and yeah, let's get this awkwardness going on.
You want to talk first?
You talk first.
Wait, but I'm not 100% sure which story I'm going to tell.
Okay, I'll talk then.
Okay.
Okay, so 7 months or so
Ago?
Yeah, ago. So 7 months ago, let's do a little story. I wasn't doing really good mentally. So I was kind of off and I was on medications, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not really sure what caused it or something like that, but I'd be randomly driving all the time. And I would vision myself going off the road and crashing. And it's not like I was seeing it through my own eyes, but I was seeing in a third person view. Like I would see the vehicle go and crash. And it would just happen on and on and on. And it drove me insane, like insane. And it really freaked me out. I didn't really know what was going on, why it was happening to me. And back then I'm like, why is this stuff happening to me? And I took it, back then I took it as you know what, this is a sign that I need to die. And it was pretty sad. I don't really know. It was just it was just scary, and it just kept on happening again, over and over again. Multiple times I'd be driving, anywhere it would happen, on the side of the road I'd see a car crash into me, or most of the time on the highway.
It would just be almost like a vision in your head, you just see yourself die over and over again.
It'd be like me. It's kind of it's weird. It'd be my car, and then I'd see my car drift, but the car would still go. It would be it's like a ghost.
Yeah. So you were conscious of both things.
Yeah, I was conscious, I was driving, then I was boom, and then the picture was my car, and it just kind of
it would just go off the road and crash.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's really freaky.
And it's weird because when we were driving to the fairy forest, and we were driving on the highway to there, and it actually tried to happen again to me.
Really?
And I was just I
think you might have mentioned something about it.
And I was like, no, stop, stop. And I was conscious of it, and I was you know what, it's whatever. So I'm not really sure what it is, and anything like that. It's just really creepy because why do you want to see that? And seeing that just is the scariest thing ever, because my past, I've had a lot of car accidents, so it's kind of my luck to get in a car accident. So I was just oh, perfect, another one. And then my other one is very big, intense. So it was on March 14th. Me and one of my best friends were driving to my house from my other friend's house, and it was all rainy, gross, creepy looking, dark. Yeah, it wasn't a good night. It wasn't sun shining at all. And we were driving down the hill, and she was going a little bit faster than normal.
Oh boy.
She was just kind of messing around and trying to make you laugh because me and my boyfriend broke up that night. And yeah, and we were driving down the hill, and she went to go brake because there was a stop sign coming up, and the brakes did not do anything.
Oh my god.
So we were going down the hill, and then it's a intersection here, and then a median, and then a cliff. Yeah. So I was freaked out. I was and her car was really old. It was 1996 Volkswagen Cabrio. It was
oh my gosh,
sketchy. And we were going down the hill, and she didn't brake, and we were just boom, crash. My airbag went off, hers didn't. It was really weird. And I got out of the car, and I had a huge panic attack. I looked at her, I started bawling my eyes out, I was screaming, and what I was seeing in my head was the car accident happening over and over again, and it was just faster, faster, just kept on boom, 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 boom. It just and it didn't stop. And then later on I was screaming, making this big scene, lovely, and but I didn't know what else to do. It was just me having a panic attack. So
and you were just experiencing a car accident over and over and over again.
And over again. And
that's
then
horrible.
When I lived in Calgary for a bit, and I was in a car accident by myself, and that image came into my mind. And then me and my sister got in a car accident when I was a little bit younger, and that was pretty bad accident. Like that one came, and it was just like all these like boom, 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 boom. Like it was like going so fast. Like I could not like even like breathe. I couldn't breathe, first of all. Like it was crazy. So yeah, my friends were like, oh my God. Like my friend that I got in the car, she's like, she's freaking out. I'm like, I just like was like in my own zone. Like I had no idea. I didn't open my eyes. My eyes were closed the whole time. And the ambulance came. I was in an ambulance, got taken to the hospital, and freaking out. My mom came. My mom. And
wait, this was in this town?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought I was in Calgary. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that. And she came, still freaking out. Like I literally could not breathe. Like, and
that's
the
really
doctor,
scary.
like I was in a car accident. The doctors didn't check out anything at all. They just set me some Ativan, you know, put it down my throat, and they're like, you know what, you need to go home and rest.
Unreal.
And I ended up like coming back the next day with like,
a concussion?
yeah, concussion.
Yeah. That's like so Campbell River for you. Like they do nothing here.
Oh my gosh. They're like, hey, you're a psycho. Okay.
Literally, like you're like nothing is wrong. Just go home.
And yeah, I had a concussion and it sucked.
Yeah. Fun fact, like my mom, like, do you remember when your sister got into a car accident in high school?
That was mine. I was in.
Were you in that?
That was the, yeah.
Yeah, because like my mom like sat with your sister in their emergency room for like 4 hours.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When like with G.
I don't really know. I just remember my mom being like, yeah, like Caitlin was in like a accident, whatever, and really she had to like stay with her at the hospital for like the whole day.
Because my mom wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
crazy.
one with me.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And I like died that time. I thought I was gonna die.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, it was tragic. I was putting my makeup on actually
in the car.
In the car, I was putting my makeup on, and then boom, Caitlin crashed.
Dude, good thing you didn't like stab your eye out.
Oh, but the mascara wand was in my hair.
Oh my God, that's funny. I'm sorry.
So,
wow,
yeah, it was traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just like, what I think it was like it brought me back a lot of trauma, and then I got pretty bummed out.
I got pumped up.
I got
freaked out.
Yeah, I got pretty messed up after that.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, I'm better now. But it happens.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's good.
Okay. Okay, so like I'm gonna tell a story that I'm choosing this story specifically because I don't know what the title of this video is gonna be, but either way it has to do with something paranormal. And the reason why I wanted to talk about like seeing yourself die and like how that could potentially be related to the paranormal is because I had like an extremely vivid experience. And you guys, this is on Paige's channel. Like if you guys don't know who I am and like you didn't come from my channel, like I have paranormal experiences on the daily. It's something that I deal with quite frequently, and I've made a million story times about it just because it happens a lot and a variety of experiences and everything like that. So I'm a lot more versed in, you know, how to deal with it and noticing when it is paranormal versus when it's just kind of your head. And so it was like a week and a half ago. I don't know if you saw the video. I basically made a storytime video about this vision that I had where I was drowned. Like I was basically killed by this spirit that I've seen in the past. And the spirit is basically a teenage girl with black hair and really white, like scaly skin and like black eyes, like basically no distinct features except her black eyes. And I originally saw her about a year and a half ago. I was living up north working, and I was like in my trailer, and I was sitting in bed, and then all of a sudden she was crouching on my bed, like holding on to my wrist, and I had a panic attack and I freaked out and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't move, and her grip was so tight on my hand that like I could not move my arm at all. And I ended up like grabbing her hand, and as soon as I felt that it was like a real hand on my skin, I like freaked out and like almost passed out because I was like so scared. It was this whole big thing. But about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I was sitting in church, and for those of you who don't know, I'm Christian, and I was leading worship that week. So I was singing at church, and I was sitting just outside the main building. Like I walked through the door and there's like four chairs, and I was sitting on one of them. My brother was sitting beside me. And I was just kind of whatever, like minding my own business. My brother gets up to leave, and then all of a sudden my vision completely changes. Like I can't see anything that's around me, and all of a sudden I'm somewhere else seeing something happen. And it was like the bathroom in this house. I saw myself fully clothed get into the bathtub, and it was like, why? Like why Maybe I wanted to be like modest in my vision. I don't know. It was weird. And I was fully clothed and I was sitting in this bathtub. And then I went to dunk my head under, like, you know, you just kind of dip yourself under the water to get your hair wet. And I was like shampooing my hair, whatever. And I like went under the water, and as soon as I came up, I opened my eyes, and I was half like looking down at it, like seeing it happen, and half experiencing it. And I came out of the water, and then I opened my eyes, and this girl was crouching over me, and she grabbed my head right here, and she pushed me back under the water. And I started to scream bloody murder, and like I could feel the water touching my face and filling my mouth, and I was screaming, screaming, screaming. I could feel her hand, and she was so strong, I like couldn't get out of the water, and I was like struggling. And then eventually I started to basically feel myself die, and like I inhaled water, and just as I experienced what dying of drowning would have felt like it was so vivid, and I swear to God, like it was happening. I was like, I'm literally gonna die in this bathtub. And that happened, and then her hand went away, and I basically dove out of the water and started like choking and like spitting out water. And I dove out of the tub and ran to the door, and I tried to unlock it, and I was like screaming and banging on the door, and it would not open. And my roommate Abby, I was like, Abby, like get your fucking ass over here, like open the door. And I couldn't get out, and it was like the door handle was there, but it wasn't like working. It like wasn't twisting, it wasn't doing anything. And then Abby like swings the door open, and she goes like, are you okay? What's going on? And then I was like so wrapped up in what I was seeing and experiencing that like I didn't even realize that I was still like in the real world, like sitting in this chair. And then all of a sudden it like goes away, and the vision was over, and I was sitting there in church like, what? Like I don't know, I literally felt like I had almost just died. And then I was just in church, and I was like, what the hell was that? And it really freaked me out because I don't even know. I've had one thing before where I saw something happening to one of my close family friends, and it then happened that night. And I was like, I don't want to see things like, I don't want it to be that where I'm seeing something that's going to happen to me. And so I definitely got scared by that, because I wasn't sure if it was like a prophetic weird like paranormal thing where I was seeing something that was gonna happen, where this girl who I've seen in the past was gonna try to hurt me, and she's like been able to physically grab me before, and that's why it freaked me out so much, because like she's been the only image or spirit I've ever seen that has had the ability to touch me, and like actually like physically, like it was like I was in bed and she did this, and like yeah, and I was just like, oh my God,
I'd be gone. I'm freaking out. Thank you.
So I really freaked out, which doesn't usually happen to me. I usually have a very like calm demeanor, because I'm like really used to it. I'm really used to seeing things, and it's just like my life. But I ended up telling these people that I've been in contact with, who I've known for years, who see spirits and deal with people that see spirits, and they help people to like relieve their spiritual struggles, whatever. And I talked to them a bit, and we've done a few sessions, and hopefully it never happens. I don't know, but needless to say, I literally have not had a bath since, because I can't do it. I can't do it. It just like freaks me out too much. And I mean, I'm sure I will, and everything will be fine, but I've had a lot of experiences, and I know, I'll like only shower, so.
Just don't even shower. Don't even.
Oh my God. Yeah, my freaking bathroom, like creepy stuff happens in there, and like.
The fan at one time, like it wasn't going, like it didn't turn off.
It's like I turned the knob off, and it like wouldn't turn off, and the fan is so loud.
Yeah.
And it was like, and she was here, I was like,
I did it too, and it did not turn off. I was like, this is so weird.
I know.
And then it ended up turning off.
And then eventually it just randomly turned off. So that was the story, and it freaked me out. Whatever. What can you do? But yeah, that was everything. So
yeah, so if you liked this and you like her and me doing things together,
yeah,
you should tell her to come visit me.
I will. And we can film and do more videos for you guys.
I was like thinking we could do like, hey, Skype call me, and
oh my God, that would be so cute. I don't know Skype,
but yeah, I don't even know how it would work. It wouldn't really work, but
we'll figure it out. I'll try to visit her when I have money.
and I'm also coming back on the 10th. So the 9th to the 11th, and I think we should.
I have 2 exams on the 10th, but that evening we should film.
The 10th is
or do something. It's Saturday.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just, I'm done. I'm off at like 3. Anyways. Yeah. We'll do more videos if you like us.
Obviously.
Well, you like her because you're already here, but.
You like her too, because she's awesome.
Thanks.
You have to like her. Yeah. She's great. And so, yeah. I don't know.
Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of Paige's awesome videos. She's like literally the coolest girl in the whole world. And yeah.
And go check out her channel if you don't already, because, you know.
Yeah, link in the description box.
Yes, everything will be down there. All of the social medias and stuff like that. So
yeah, and that's where part 1 of this video will be. We told some other creepy stories.
Yeah.
There were bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bye.